things off. Chu, last year, hit for the cycle against the Rockies here at Coors Field. He's a left-handed batter hitting .271, and Anderson's first pitch is outside and low. Chu has spent some time on the disabled list. Reactivated 4 days ago. Next pitch is a dribbler right back to Anderson in front of the mound. He'll lob it high, but still in plenty of time for Mark Reynolds to position himself to grab it for an easy first down. Now Ian Desmond, guy who had a lot of good years as a shortstop with the Washington Nationals and wasn't finding a market because he's a better hitter than he is a defender, and willing to go to the outfield, signed with Texas, and he's had a wonderful year for them. Right-handed batter, and he'll take a strike. Batting .294 with 20 homers and 66 RBIs. He would hit very well in this ballpark when he was wearing a Washington uniform. Jammed there, fouls it. It ends up in fair territory, but went off of Desmond 0-2. Our air quality forecast, courtesy of EnviroTest. Air quality in the Denver area expected to be moderate tomorrow. Take simple steps to help reduce ozone pollution. Learn what you can do at ozoneaware.org. Anderson getting ahead, 2 strikes on Desmond. The pitch, a little tapper right back to Tyler Anderson. This lob to first, a little more accurate, but another comebacker and a soft one. Good start for Tyler Anderson.
So far, Tyler Anderson's doing all the work. Not getting much help from anybody.
Texas, the Western Division champions a year ago, and like I said, best record in the American League right now. Second-year manager Jeff Bannister. Quite a story. Long time in baseball. Played in 1 game in the big leagues as a player. Overcame the near amputation of his leg in high school. Broke 3 vertebrae in his neck in junior college. Still played a lot of years in the minors. Been a long-time coach and administrator. Was Clint Hurdle's bench coach the last couple of years in Pittsburgh till he got the chance to manage this Texas team and has done a wonderful job. Jonathan Lucroy, the batter, the veteran catcher, hitting an even .300, and he drives it to center field. Blackman going back shy of the track. He hauls it down. Terrific start for Tyler Anderson. He retires the Rangers in order. Rockies coming to bat when we're
AtlasLaw.com.
As the Rockies come to bat in the bottom of the first inning, there is no score. And time to check the keys to the game. Brought to you by Phil Long Ford of Denver. Get the keys to your new ride and save with their best deal. They'll beat any Colorado Ford dealer, and they'll prove it. Visit PhilLongDenver.com. Key number 1, beware of that Hamels changeup. One of the best changeups in the game. And for the Rockies, take advantage of right-handed bats. There are a few extra in the lineup tonight as the Rockies right-handers hopefully do some damage against the left-handed pitcher Hamels. .330 batting average for righties this year.
He misses, does Hamels, on his first 2 to the left-handed hitting Charlie Blackman. Charlie coming in with a .305 batting average, 13 homers. He's knocked in 50. 2-0 is in for a strike. Been an interesting year for Hamels, second best in the American League in earned run average at the 2.89. 2-1 to Charlie. He swung on and fouled at the plate. But he's had a career high in walks and home runs through this many games in a season. But this Texas infield really can turn the double play, and he's done a very good job at inducing ground balls. Blackman hits a ground ball just foul outside the first base bag. It got by the diving Profar, but it's a foul ball.
And the other thing, just mentioned, Jack, 330 for right-handers against Cole Hamels. That's really up there. Before this year, the career was 269 for right-handers against him, and way up there this season. But yet he's 12-3 and a 2.89.
Yep. Shows you that veteran experience, not getting flustered. 133 wins in now his 10th year in the big leagues. Another 2-2 to Blackman. Charlie will pull it foul again. Our game day weather brought to us by the GMC Sierra Broncos tailgate edition. 89 degrees at first pitch, 21% humidity. Visit GMCDenverBroncos.com for more about the official truck of the Denver Broncos. Pitch, Charlie hits it right back to Hamels, who drops it, picks it up, and throws to first to get him. Would have been interesting if that ball got by Hamels, but he was able to corral it and retire Blackman. So there have been 4 batters in the game, and the pitchers have 3 assists already. 2 by Anderson, and the first batter here for Cole Hamels. DJ LeMahieu having a great homestand, 10 for 21. 3rd in the National League with his .328 batting average, and he'll look at a strike from the left-hander Hamels. Profar at first, Odor at second, Andrus at third, or at short, and Beltre at third. Pitch inside to DJ, 1-1. DeShields in left, Desmond in center, Chu in right, and Lucroy handling the catching for Cole Hamels. The San Diego native winds and fires, and on a check swing it hit DJ's bat. Foul ball. Now he's down a ball and 2 strikes. 4-4 in 10 previous starts for Hamel in his career. Regular season, the Rockies beat him twice in the postseason. DJ, did he hold up? They'll appeal at first, and indeed no swing for the Rockies second baseman. 2-2. Rockies beat him in Philadelphia on their way to the World Series in 2007, and then beat Cole Hamels and the Phillies in the 2009 Divisional Series. Bouncing ball to third. Beltre backs up that cannon of an arm. Profar able to hang on to the bag and get LeMahieu for the second out. Much like that ball that was tricky for Nolan Arenado yesterday, the ball had a lot of top spin to it, and Beltre, a 4-time Gold Glover, was able to handle it.
And a fun guy to watch over the years, play third base. Everywhere he has gone, I think from day one of his career to today, he has been an outstanding defensive third baseman.
He's the guy that Nolan Arenado followed as a youngster in Southern California when Beltre broke in with the Dodgers. 2 of the very best to play third base, matching up for the next 4 days. Nolan at the plate here with 2 outs. Big day yesterday with 2 homers and 5 RBIs. Also had a double. And he'll take ball 1. Speaking of Beltre, only Brooks Robinson, the Vin Scully of third baseman, shall we say, is the only guy who has played more games at third than Beltre. Swing and a miss by Nolan. There's that changeup that Jerry referenced in his scouting report. 1 ball, 1 strike. This first inning brought to us by Slim Genix. Take the first step to losing weight with their step weight loss plan. Visit slimgenix.com. 1-1. Nolan sends it in the air to center field. Desmond has lots of room, takes a step or 2 in, and makes the catch. Both pitchers retire the opposition in order. We head to the...
Wonder when he might slow down a little bit. Tyler Anderson worked a 1-2-3 first inning. And the pitch is low, ball 1. Starts him with that cut fastball. Beltre had been around a long time. Came up with the Dodgers 1998. Been a great, great career. 1-0 delivery by Tyler Anderson is on the way, and that'll get in there. It's a strike. He's been with the Dodgers, Seattle, Boston, and a longtime member of the Texas Rangers. From the Dominican. 1-1 count, and here's a pitch to Beltre, and it's inside and low. 2 balls and 1 strike.
He has a pronounced closed stance, and he's one of those guys that always looks like he's attacking the ball, like he's angry at it.
2-1 by Anderson to Beltre. He is popped up, foul ground, right side. That's going to reach the seats behind the dugout. And the count's even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rockies baseball brought to you by EMC Insurance. EMC Insurance, helping you protect what you work so hard to achieve.
It was interesting. I was listening to Jeff Bannister talk before the ball game, and he said, you know, A-Rod the other day at his retirement talked about passion and the fun of playing baseball. He says Adrian Beltre is the poster child for that.
2-2 pitch on the way to Beltre, and he pulls that foul on the ground down that left field side. Yeah, he plays that way too, Jack. It oozes out of him, I think, the passion for the game.
I mean, he played much of last year with a thumb that would have shut down a lot of guys.
Anderson has his sign. Here's his next 2-2 pitch, and that's chopped foul at the note. To swing and a miss, got away from the catcher, throw to first base, and in time for the out. Great stretch by Reynolds. That pitch was in the dirt. Beltre swung at it. He got away from Hundley, but he got the job done by retrieving it and throwing to first base. 1 down in the inning.
Well, where the ball ended up, it was a very tough angle for Nick to throw, and the big stretch by Mark Reynolds enabled them to get the strikeout.
Mark does such a great job of that, stretching out, and he hasn't played first base all that much. So the first 4 retired by Tyler Anderson. That's the first strikeout for him. And here is Rougned Odor, the second baseman. Left-handed hitter having a terrific year as well. Pitch is ripped into center field. It's a base hit. That will fall in front of Charlie Blackmon with a couple of hops. Big turn, but he will hold. There's the first hit of the ball game. Odor's got it. And Jurickson Profar will come up. Another guy having a good season. Playing first base, as Jack said. When he gave you the lineups, and he's making that adjustment. He's very eager, very willing. A little raw over there, we're told, but getting the job done. He is a right-handed hitter. He is hitting .285, 5 homers, 17 RBIs. Very open stance from the right side. Odor away from first. Pitch by Anderson. He is slowing in ball 1. Profar is from Curacao. He was a member of the 2004 Little League World Championship team for Curacao. From the stretch of the first time, Anderson tossed to first base, and Odor is back in time. Rangers leading their division, the American League West, by 7 games starting play tonight over Seattle. As we talked about, best record in the American League. They've won 7 of their last 10, 10 of their last 15. 65 and 47 overall. 1-0, nope, throw to first base again. A little closer play, but Odor is back in time.
This is a Rangers team that is very aggressive on the bases. They really try and pressure the opposition. They get caught a lot. They've been caught 26 times, but they have 63 steals. Yeah, that's their identity, an aggressive hitting team, an aggressive base running team as well. Nick Hundley's going to go out to the mound. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Colorado Beef Council. Beef, it's what's for dinner, by Air Academy Federal Credit Union and their Maximum Checking Account. Visit aafcu.com. By Phil Long Ford of Denver. Visit phillongdenver.com. And by the Colorado Professional Firefighters Foundation, cpfffoundation.org. 1-0 is the count. 1 out in the inning, runner at first base. No score, top of the second. Anderson's pitch. And I caught the outside corner, threw him a changeup, and he was in a good spot. 1 ball, 1 strike on Profar.
Rangers come in 7-4 in interleague play this year. On the road, they're 4-2. Anderson's next pitch. In the dirt, got away from Hundley, and down to second base will go Odor. Another pitch that was a changeup that was in the dirt, and this time Hundley couldn't get that one, and the runner advances to second. And a wild pitch charge to Tyler Anderson. 2 balls and 1 strike on the hitter.
That's the first for Tyler.
Well, bounced and hit the chest protector of the catcher, but then took a funny hop away from Nick Hundley. So man in scoring position, Odor away from second. And a 2-1 delivery. It's fouled away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coors Field, a great place for group outings. Groups of 25 or more receive discounted pricing, scoreboard recognition, and other great benefits. Call the Rockies anytime. For more information on group tickets, 303 Rockies, or online at rockies.com/groups. Two-two pitch. Just caught a piece of it. Foul ball back toward the backstop off the bat of Profar. Took a pretty big swing with 2 strikes there, as most of these Texas Rangers will do. Elvis Andrus, the shortstop, is waiting on deck. Odor, pretty short lead away from second. LeMahieu's keeping him pretty close. Next pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. Pitch in the dirt, and he is tagged out by Hundley. Threw him a changeup again and got his second strikeout in the inning.
And another contribution of $50 made by Newmont Mining to Project Cure, providing health and hope for the world.
2 away. Here's the shortstop, Elvis Andrus. Venezuela, and the Rockies are going to walk him to pitch to Cole Hamels. And Jack talked about it. It's the pitcher hitting 8th tonight, and in that situation, you don't normally see a pitcher hit, especially in the American League, but he is doing that, and DeShields, the number 9 hitter, with all that speed. So they'll walk this guy to get to the Cole Hamels, a left-handed pitcher and hitter. There's ball 2. Andrus hitting .294 with 4 homers and 46 RBIs, and hits right-handed, so you take your chances here with Hamels. And Anderson will toss ball 4, and we'll get first and second and 2 outs. And there it is. So Cole Hamels has a chance to help himself. Actually swings a bat pretty well. We saw him do it, of course, against the Rockies as a longtime member of the Phillies. He's got a career 174 mark. He has a home run and 28 RBIs. This year he is 1 for 6. No homers, no RBIs here. So left on left, Anderson against his counterpart, Cole Hamels. Tyler has the sign he likes from Hundley and delivers a pitch to Hamels, swinging a foul back to the screen. It's 0-1. Lovely night for baseball. Partly cloudy skies, lights are on. Not quite as hot as it has been the last several days during the homestand. It is a beautiful night for baseball in Denver, Colorado. 0-1 pitch. Chopper up the first base side. That'll be a foul ball. Anderson working ahead of Cole Hamels. No balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Anderson coming in 4-3, 3.25 earned run average. Lowest ERA for a Rocky starter in his first 10 starts in franchise history. One of a number of rookies that have opened eyes for the Rockies this season. 0-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball right to first. Grabbed there by Reynolds. He'll step on the bag ahead of Cole Hamels and get that 3rd out. Good work by Tyler Anderson in the top of the 2nd. Middle of 2, no score on the KOA Rocky. He went 5 for 26 in his rehab starts at both AAA and AA. Pitch to Parra is inside ball 1. So another left-hander here for Cole Hamels. Gonzalez a lefty out, another lefty in for him and Parra. Overall, 263, 5 homers, 27 driven in for the veteran outfielder. Hamels delivers the 1-0, and that one swung on and missed, and the count is 1-1. Hamels has been great lately, even though he suffered the loss last time out. Since the All-Star break in 4 starts, 3-1 and a 1.59 earned run average. Here's a 1-1 to Parra, and he lets that go. It's outside, 2-1. Hamels is 6'4", 205. He's a native of San Diego. First-round pick in 2002 by the Phillies. Looking over that glove for a sign from his catcher, Lucroy. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Parra. That one swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looked like Parra's right on that, just swung through it. And we mentioned it earlier, Hamels has a lively fastball. It moves. And it was moving there with Parra. A little bit of a breeze out toward left center, looks like tonight at Coors Field. Wind up in a 2-2 on the way to Parra, and he'll hit that one foul toward the backstop. Hamels, I mentioned too earlier, 8-2 on the road, so 8 of his 12 wins coming away from home.
Historically, he gets better as the year goes on.
He is set. Another 2-2 pitch to Parra. And did he go around on that one? He did not. He checked his swing on a pitch on the outside. Slider down and away, and Parra held up. It's a full count. PDC Energy powers Rockies Radio and proudly supports protecting Colorado's environment, economy, and energy independence, ensuring Colorado a leader in environmentally responsible energy production. Cole Hamels long look for a sign. Ready now. Wind up in the 3-2 to Parra. Swing and a miss. He got him. Change up. And Parra is out number 1. First strikeout for Cole Hamels tonight. He will get Mark Reynolds up to the plate. So 2 more in this homestand for the Rockies. They've split the 6 games so far. Got 2 with the Dodgers, then lost 2 out of 3 with Miami. Mark Reynolds 1 for 4 in yesterday's game. Good series against Miami. 6 for 13. He's 11 for 25 on this homestand. And the fastball is inside, ball 1 to him. In his career, 4 for 19 against Hamels, but half those hits are home runs. Got 12 homers this year, 47 RBIs, hitting .280. 1-0 delivery by Hamels, swinging in a foul. At the backstop, there's an off-speed pitch, and Reynolds just out in front a little bit. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Boy, it is principally cutters and changeups now from Cole Hamels. We've seen the low 90s fastball on occasion, but a lot more cutters and curves and changes.
The pitch missed low and outside. 2-1 to Reynolds. Got a great mound presence, very cerebral, real art. A student of the art of pitching is Cole Hamels. Always been that way. Next pitch, caught the outside corner there. Looked like the same spot as the previous pitch. 2-2. Reynolds didn't particularly care for the call. There was a fastball at 94, so that's probably where you're going to see him max out. 2-2 to Reynolds. That swung on and missed, and there's strike 3. Got him with a changeup. 2 outs in the inning for the Rockies, both on strikeouts, and Hamels retired the first 5 Rockies he has seen.
He does have a lot of strikeouts. That's 140 now on the year. Rockies strikeout leader is John Gray with 123.
Ryan Rayburn getting the start in left field tonight against a left-handed pitcher. Rayburn for the year 231 has 8 homers, 26 RBIs. And he'll take strike 1. Rayburn on the homestand has 3 at-bats. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI. He has 1 at-bat in his career against Hamels, and he's 0 for 1. Wind up in the 0-1 pitch to Rayburn. Is hit to the gap in right center field. That's going to get between the defenders and hit the base of the wall. Rayburn digging for 2. He will get there standing up. Hits the ball the opposite gap so very well. There's the first hit for the Rockies. An extra base hit for Ryan Rayburn.
7 doubles on the year now for Ryan. And as we talked, he's been dealing with a quad issue. Then he bruised his knee when he took a ball off of it. Walt Weiss saying, considering where you are at this time of year, his legs are probably as good as they've been in a while.
So a chance to not get a run for Nick Hundley. And at second base and 2 outs, another right-handed hitter facing Cole Hamels. Hundley in the Miami series 1 for 8, homestand 3 for 16, averaged at 242 now. He has 5 homers, 29 RBIs. Strike one called, and that sinking fastball to Hundley. Outfield plays him straight away. Ian Desmond in center, Chu in right, and DeShields in left. I think it's a fair statement to say the infield defense better than the outfield defense for the Rangers. Here's an 0-1 to Hundley. Hit that one to right field. Chu moving toward the line and backing up toward the warning track. Onto the track, he makes the catch for the ball carried. But it's out number 3 for Nick Hundley and the Rockies. They get to the grass. Anderson ready. And the pitch, he is right there. Strike one to DeShields. Delino DeShields, senior, played 13 major league seasons. Tyler Anderson is set with the 0-1 delivery. And it swung on and missed, and there's strike two. Nice looking changeup.
Delino DeShields, senior, Andre Dawson, Warren Cromartie. Trying to think of some of the other guys, all a part of Ellis Valentine.
Tim Raines, maybe?
Timmy Raines were all in that pipeline with the Expos.
Next pitch is fouled away. Fun teams to watch back then, weren't they?
And at the very end of a lot of those guys, a young Larry Walker.
0-2 the count on Delino DeShields Jr. Ready is Anderson, wind up by the lefty, and here's the pitch. And it's in the dirt, and the count moves to 1-2. Quite an athletic family as well. Delino DeShields' sister is Diamond DeShields, played basketball in North Carolina and was a very good player. I turned on the TV one night. She had on ESPN. She'd scored 38 points. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with that changeup. Well, that's a dandy pitch tonight so far for Anderson as well as Cole Hamels. And one down in the inning.
You got lineups that are aggressive, both sides. And so if you can command that changeup in terms of your arm action, your arm slot, you're going to have an edge. And so far, that's been the case for the two lefties.
So once through the order, and now back to Shin-Soo Choo, who led off the game with a bouncer back to the pitcher. Anderson's pitch is low, ball one. From South Korea is Choo. He was a tremendous pitcher, we are told, an amateur, and a lot of major league scouts weren't sure if you're going to be a hitter or a pitcher. He's turned into a terrific outfielder. That pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. He said he threw 95 miles an hour as a teenager. Probably done it from right field a few times in his career as well. 1-1 pitch on the way to Chu, and it's low and in. 2 balls and 1 strike.
But South Korea is a metric country. Shouldn't it have been kilometers per hour? Come on, Jared, give us the equivalent.
I gave the equivalent of the metric. Swing and a miss, and a pitch in the dirt. Boy, that changeup is looking good tonight for Tyler Anderson. 2-2. Let me see if I can convert that between innings.
Okay.
See what I can do.
Yeah, I gotta be. 120 maybe,
something like that. I'm guessing myself. Pitch is outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ian Desmond waiting on deck. Chu, with some injuries and some age, to be honest, has slowed down a little bit in terms of athletic ability and that great outfield that he used to play. Still runs pretty well, though. And that pitch is in the dirt. Nice ball 4. So there's the second third base runner, counting the intentional walk for the Rangers tonight. Get a guy with some speed at first base. Here's Ian Desmond. Also a comebacker to Anderson his first time up.
Q will run a little bit. He has 5 steals. He's been caught 3 times.
He's held on by Mark Reynolds. Anderson has a good move, a tough one to read sometimes as a base runner. He'll deliver home this time, and the pitch is outside, ball 1 to Desmond. Talk about aggressive swings and hitters. This guy is that, Ian Desmond. 7 years with Washington. Sarasota, Florida, raised by a single mom. There were 4 kids in the family. Right-handed hitter, open stance, upright stance as well for Ian Desmond. The pitch, and it's low. Now 2 balls, no strikes. He's fallen behind Desmond after walking Chu.
Yeah, and was ahead of Chu, and then lost the feel.
1 down in the inning. Chu at first base. You got to believe Ian Desmond looking fastball here. Here's a pitch. Swings and fouls it away. Took a big rip at a changeup and figured that Anderson might come with a wrinkle. 2 balls and 1 strike. For each home run the Rockies hit this year, the Berg Simpson Law Firm makes a generous donation to Craig Hospital. Berg Simpson, good lawyers, changing lives. Anderson straightens up as a sign from Nick Hundley. And a toss to first base, and Chu dives back, but he's in time. Rangers 3-3 so far on an 8-game road trip. And as I said, the Rockies 3-3 on their 8-game homestand. Went 1-2 at Baltimore and then took 2 out of 3 against the Astros. 2-1 pitch is high and a 3-1 count now to Ian Desmond.
Unfortunately, this is not a team you want to dole out the free passes. They're just too many good hitters, especially the guy in the on-deck circle, Lucroy, who's been hot.
Anderson with the sign, straightens up again, gloves at the belt with a pitch. Fouled it back. Inside that time with a cut fastball in his hands. 3-2. Third base coach is Tony Beasley. He's going through some signs, and a good bet that Chu takes off from first base. Hector Ortiz, the first base coach. Three and 2 on Desmond. Chu is not running. The pitch is grounded toward third. Could be 2. Second for 1. Turned by LeMahieu to first. Out at first base as well, and a bang-bang play. Great turn by LeMahieu at second base. Let's hold on and see if the Rangers might challenge this. It was close at first base. Ball wouldn't hit all that hard, so there wasn't a whole lot of time. But a great turn by DJ LeMahieu at second base. And we'll see if Jeff Bannister might challenge this. He's staring into his dugout. And we'll just hold on for a moment. Rockies as a team about halfway into their dugout from the field.
Well, I think you could almost even look. We're getting all the looks at first base. It was pretty close at second base. Boy, that's tough. And it is going to be under review. And, of course, anytime a play falls under review, we bring you the decision from our friends at the Dan Kaplis Law Offices. If you need a serious firm who's willing to fight for your case, the law offices of Dan Kaplis. Check them out at dankapleslaw.com.
Watching a replay at first base, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is reversed. It looked like maybe Desmond got his left foot down the bag before the ball was secured by Reynolds. We have not seen a replay at second, so we assume they're challenging the play at first base. Desmond just standing on the bag and waiting, and he might stay there.
I mean, the ball is in the area of the glove. It again gets back to that interpretation. Is it inside the glove? Is it the glove closing around the baseball? You know, when you would have the plays pre-reviews, the umpire would tell you a lot of times he did it by sound of the ball in the glove.
They do that a lot of times. Yes, safe at first base. That call is reversed. So it's a fielder's choice, and Desmond stays at first base. They're now 2 away, and Jonathan Lucroy up to the plate. And now Walt Weiss is coming out of the dugout again, talking to Paul Emmel, the home plate umpire. If he's maybe wondered about the play of the slide at second base.
Well, then that's the other thing to ask about. You know, did Chu slide late? Was it something? And apparently Walt is satisfied that he made his point and got the explanation from Paul Hamel.
So 2 down, man at first base, and Jonathan Lucroy, he hit a ball deep to center, but it was run down by Charlie Blackmon in his first at bat. And as Jack said, really swinging the bat well. Just a terrific hitter. Anderson's pitch to, nope, going to toss to first again, and back in time is Desmond. Lucroy, a right-handed hitter, native of the state of Florida, in the Orlando area. And for Lucroy, 5.5 years with Milwaukee before the trade this season to the Rangers. Here's a pitch, and it caught the outside corner. It's strike one. Desmond can run 17 stolen bases, been caught 4 times. Anderson paying a lot of attention to him. Here's the pitch, and a missed away. 1 ball and 1 strike. First 15,000 fans at the gates on Sunday, August 21st, receive a Nolan Arenado Gold Glove Minor bobblehead, courtesy of Newmont Mining and Project Cure. Get your tickets this game against the Cubs at any Rockies ticket outlet or online at Rockies.com. It's to Lucroy. Missed low and outside with that changeup, and now it's 2-1. He's fallen behind this hitter. We're in the top of the third, no score. Each team with 1 hit in the game. Odor has the hit for the Rangers. And for the Rockies, Ryan Rayburn, a 2-out double last inning. Desmond does not have a big lead at first. And a pitch. This one's popped up. This might be playable. Foul ground for Nick Hundley. Called off by Reynolds. Mark has it right in front of the Rockies dugout. And that takes care of the Rangers in the top of the third. We'll head to the bottom of the frame. No score at Coors Field on the KOA. Rockies. Rayburn had a double. But then it was a deep fly ball out for Nick Hundley, the next hitter. Adames looks at a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Christian in that Miami series went 2 for 6. Going to have an RBI and a walk. He has never faced Cole Hamels until tonight. And Adames is a switch hitter. He's hitting right-handed. Tall, lanky lefty Cole Hamels wind up in the 1-0 to Adames, and that swung on and missed. He chased a pitch that was low and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's the cutter thrown again by Cole Hamels. Works fairly quickly. He's got the sign. 1-1 pitch to Adames is hit up the middle, and that's going to find center field for a base hit. He didn't hit it very hard, but hit it in the right spot. He got it past Andrews, the shortstop, and there's a leadoff single. Second hit for the Rockies tonight.
Yeah, I think with this playing time that Christian's going to get in these final 50-odd games, that you're going to have, I think, better offensive results from him.
And Tyler Anderson, we're guessing, asked to put a bunt down and try to get Adames to second. Tyler's got a couple of hits on the year, and the pitch is high, pulled the bat back, and took it for ball 1. He is 2 for 20 on the season. One of those hits a home run. Just trying to get a man to second base in this at bat. Charlie Blackmon is on deck. From the stretch is Hamels. Here's the pitch to Anderson, and that's a called strike. He dropped a 2-seamer in on the outside edge. 1 ball and 1 strike.
One of the few true fastballs we've seen tonight.
Left on left with Anderson trying to put that bunt down. He's showing bunt up in the box already. Here's the pitch, and he bunts at it. Did he? No, he pulled the bat back in time and did not offer at it, so it's 2-1, and it was high and away. Stu Cole running through those signs. Charlie Blackmon in that on-deck circle. The on-deck circle brought to you by Duralife Hardwoods collection of composite decking. In stock today at the Deck Superstore. Swing and a miss, and a throw to second, and safe at second base is Adames. Hit and run was put on, and Tyler Anderson missed, but that's a stolen base for Christian Adames. And now a man in scoring position, nobody out.
He got a huge jump on Cole Hamels and gets the steal for Christian, his second in 3 tries.
2-2 the count on Tyler Anderson, and now Cole Hamels steps off the rubber. He'll reset.
Interesting, they keep the infield in on the right side because they're trying to keep Adames from advancing to third.
It's to Anderson, swinging and a miss with a pitch in the dirt. Grabbed by Luke Croy. He'll throw to first base and take care of his counterpart, Anderson. It's the first out of the inning. A man still in scoring position at second base is Adames. Let's pause here 10 seconds. Station ID time on the KOA Rockies Radio Network. No score in the bottom of the third. There's a man at second base of the Rockies and one down. Jerry Schimmel with Jack Corrigan at Coors Field. Producer-engineer Jesse Thomas. Doug Niemeyer, master control again tonight. Charlie Blackmon stands in. Tapper back to the pitcher his first time up. Looking to drive in Adames from second. Break the scoreless tie. Looking to bunt. He pulled the bat back and took it low for ball one.
Well, they have the shortstop, Andrus, shaded almost behind second base, and so Adrian Beltre is off the line. It wasn't a bad thought by Charlie.
Adames not getting much of a lead because Andrus is right behind him. And the pitch to Charlie, that is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. By the way, that steal by Christian Adames is brought to you by Steel Power Equipment. This summer, there's no better dream team of outdoor power equipment than Steel. You can find your local dealer online at steeldealers.com. STIHL dealers.com. Hitters count 2-0 on Blackmon. Pitch to Charlie. He is low and outside. It's 3-0. First base is open with LeMahieu looming on deck for the Rockies. Hamels taking an extra moment after he got that baseball back to gather himself. 3-0. He delivers a pitch to Blackmon. Charlie's going to take that for a strike. 94 mile an hour four-seam fastball. 3 balls and 1 strike. Blackmon at 304, 50 RBIs, 13 home runs. Miami series 5 for 15 for Charlie with a home run. The pitch to him is lined into right center field. That's a base hit and will score a run. Adames is able to trot home. Charlie Blackmon an RBI single. And the Rockies break the scoreless tie. 1-0 Colorado.
51 RBIs for Blackmon now, and Charlie has 10 RBIs in interleague play, as he has been one of the more productive guys for the ball club against the American League. Of course, the Rockies having their best year in interleague in several seasons. They're 8-8, so they have a chance with a good week against the Rangers to finish above 500 in interleague.
Now it's DJ LeMahieu. Bounce to ball to third. A fine play made by Beltre at third base on his play, and throw to first. Blackmon's back, and certainly a threat to steal is Charlie Blackmon over at first base. He has 14 steals and been caught 4 times this year. Hamels does not control the running game all that well, especially as lefties go. Charlie's got a big lead at first. And he takes off, and he's going to get picked off. Throw to first, then to second, and he is out at second base. Charlie looking toward the Rockies dugout like maybe we should challenge this one.
Well, the throw from Profar was high. And we'll take a replay look. Yeah, Charlie went first movement, and well, I don't know.
That's a close play at second base.
Yeah, it just depends. I mean, the tag was on his backside. He didn't get on the leg. He got him higher up, and looking, Tommy Runnels, I think, getting word from Brian Jones that they don't have enough angles to know for sure, and they're not going to challenge.
So Blackmon is eliminated. That's officially a caught stealing. Charlie picked off at first base. He took off and before it was even first motion by Cole Hamels, and then Hamels to first, and then Profar to the shortstop. Watching that play another time, the replay, it was interesting. I think Jack's exactly right, though. Not the right angle to really tell. Swing and a miss on a changeup thrown to DJ LeMahieu, so his count is 0-2. There's it 0-1. 0-1 on DJ. Back to a windup for Cole Hamels. 2 outs in the inning, but a run in for the Rockies. And a pitch right there. It's a strike, and now it's 0-2. DJ 3 for 16 in his career against Cole Hamels. He's had a terrific homestand. He's 10 for 22 now. 0-2 pitch. And just got a piece of that one. Fouled it back toward the screen. Got a curveball that time. LeMahieu at 327 has 7 homers and 40 RBIs. He had a career high, tying 4 hits on Friday in that game 1 against Miami. Coming in third in the National League in hitting. 0-2 pitch. Is strike 3. Couldn't hold up on a curveball that was in the dirt. Second strikeout of the inning, 4th in the game for Hamels, but the Rockies able to get a run. It was Charlie Blackmon, an RBI single. 1-0 Rockies.
Strikeout victim his first time up. Right-handed batter, and the pitch gets the upper end of the zone. A change-up for a strike. And Adrian thought that was a little tall, but nodded to Paul Emmel, the home plate umpire. And a fastball misses inside, evens the count. One pitch over the plate, but low, 2-1. Word from the Rockies clubhouse is that Carlos Gonzalez had the left ankle that he injured last Wednesday flare up a little bit again, and so he was removed in the bottom of the first inning before batting. Actually, the bottom of the second inning before batting. Pitch outside to Beltre, 3-1. Anderson's pitch is yanked foul into the Texas dugout. Full count. Anderson has allowed 1 hit. He's walked 2, but 1 was intentional. And he has struck out 3. 3-2 pitch to Beltre. Banged foul again over to the third base side. Jeff Bannister, in his second year, was the American League Manager of the Year last year in guiding the Rangers to the postseason. Another 3-2 and another foul ball by Beltre. Coaching staff has Steve Buechele, the longtime Rangers infielder out of Stanford. He was John Elway's roommate in college, was Buechele. And the Broncos head of baseball operations, or football operations. Probably could say baseball too, because he was a heck of a baseball player. The Broncos head of football operations, he's in attendance tonight to watch his team, and some members of the Rangers went to Dove Valley to watch the Broncos practice today. Leadoff walk for Beltre. Hector Ortiz, the first base coach. Doug Brocail from Lamar, Colorado, is the pitching coach. Odor bounces it to the right side. LeMahieu diving stop, goes to second, and they get the lead main. Beltre and Adames tangled up a little bit at second, but no problem either way. Good job by DJ, not only to go to his left, but still be able to get the lead runner.
Yeah, great awareness, knowing that there's not a tremendous amount of speed at first base. So even a softly hit ball like that, where you got to move to get it, you can still get a man at second base, and really wasn't even close at second.
makes Odor the base runner. And Jurickson Profar playing first base. He was a strikeout victim against Tyler Anderson in his first at bat. And the first pitch to him is low, ball one. Spike Owen is coaching at third base. Tony Beasley is with the team, but not working at third base. He is battling cancer. Bouncing ball back to Anderson. Goes to Adames at second for one. On to first for a double play. 7 ground ball outs through 4 innings for Tyler Anderson. 1-0 Rockies. We'll be back on the KOA Rockies radio network. ComePremier.com. Nolan Arenado leads off the Rockies' fourth and looks at a looping curveball for a strike. Nolan flied out to the center fielder Desmond in his only at bat so far. And Hamels misses inside and low, and the count evens. Arenado and then Parra in Reynolds. Rockies have out hit the Rangers 3-1 so far and have the 1-0 lead on a Blackmon RBI hit. And this is well struck to center field. Desmond to the wall, climbs the wall, but it's not enough. Gone for Nolan Arenado. Touch him all time, his 30th of the year. And the Rockies lead it 2-0.
We just can't keep this guy down very long as an offensive player. That's 3 home runs now in the last 2 games. Another towering shot to left center field. He hit one like that yesterday as well. And Nolan with that great stroke is certainly back, and he's done it in a hurry.
And that was a milestone homer. It's number 100 in his big league career. And with that 100th home run by Nolan Arenado, the Berg Simpson Law Firm makes another generous contribution to Craig Hospital. Berg Simpson, good lawyers, changing lives. That's 18 homers allowed by Cole Hamels now as Gerardo Parra looks at a strike. He struck out his first time up. The 30 homers leads the National League by 3 over Chris Bryant and Trevor Story. Swing and a miss by Gerardo, and it's 0-2. Todd Frazier, Edwin Encarnacion have 30, and Mark Trumbull leads all of baseball with 31 for the Orioles. 0-2 is high by Hamels. Lighter schedule, but as we do in every 4th inning, we go to work at the Chevy Sports Desk scoreboard for you, give you the latest baseball information. Parra swings in, loops it into right center field. That's a base hit. Gerardo will hold with a single as Desmond gets it back in. But Gerardo makes it back-to-back hits as the Rockies look to increase their advantage against Cole Hamels.
So Parra back after the rehab start with the ankle injury and a hit in both of the games he has played in now. He's coming off the bench tonight for Cargo.
You can find a great deal on select 2016 vehicles at the Chevy Summer Sell Down. Visit your Colorado Chevy dealer. The Marlins had a 5-1 lead on the Giants in Florida, but San Francisco scores 5 times in the top of the 7th. They have a 6-5 lead. Mark Reynolds swings and misses at a changeup. The Giants are playing that game without manager Bruce Bochy. He was hospitalized this morning with an undisclosed illness. There have been some heart issues in Bochy's past. The Giants say that they don't consider it serious. Swinging a foul to the screen by Mark Reynolds. Ron Wotus, the bench coach who is managing the team tonight, said he's hopeful Boch will be back tomorrow. Terrific manager and one of the real good people in this game, Bruce Bochy. We wish him a speedy recovery. 2 strikes on Mark Reynolds. Nobody out. A run home on the Arenado homer. Parra at first, and there's a throw over that way. They're in the bottom of the 9th inning in Milwaukee. Braves and Brewers tied at 3. Markakis and Brzezinski have homered for the Braves, and Martin Maldonado for the hometown team. Parra bluffed like he was going. The pitch is high to Reynolds, 1-2. They're in the 7th inning now in Minneapolis, and the Twins have a 3-1 lead on Houston. 7th inning in Toronto, and the Blue Jays have a 5-4 lead on Tampa Bay. Pitch to Reynolds is fouled off to the right. And they've just added 3 more runs has Toronto. They're now up 7-4. Edwin Encarnacion hit number 31 in that game. Here 2-0 Rockies. Nobody out and a man on in the 4th inning. And that pitch is low, 2-2. Cincinnati has a 4-0 lead, bottom of the 5th in St. Louis. Later on in the National League, the Phillies are at L.A. And later on in the American League, Baltimore at Oakland and Detroit at Seattle. Pitch, and Parra with a easy dive back to the bag. Very deep, this outfield. Reynolds, of course, has the power to force that kind of alignment. They told us, the Rangers people, that Desmond, learning to play the outfield, especially center field, likes to play deep, feels more comfortable coming at the ball. Parra gets a big jump, bouncing ball to third, foul. Of course, I would think, Jerry, you're a former infielder. That's always kind of your feeling of coming towards the ball, so it makes sense that you'd play that way in the outfield.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you ask any infielders that switch to the outfield, they would say the same thing. I feel more comfortable moving back on a ball than coming in, so I'm going to play a little deeper than normal and be able to get some more room in between me and the home plate area.
Another pitch to Reynolds is inside, and Mark's done a great job. He's worked this count from 0-2 to 3-2.
Cole Hamels doesn't show a lot of emotion. He didn't like that pitch.
There goes Parra. The 3-2 is chopped towards third. Beltre's only play is going to be to first. They get Reynolds, but by running, Parra is able to get into scoring position with 1 out. Rognet Odor and Gerardo Parra having some fun with each other out there at second base, 2 Venezuelans. Ryan Rayburn, who had the first Rockies hit, a double to right center field, trying to add to what is a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch to him is swung on and popped up. Profar, the first baseman in the first base line, just in foul ground, makes the play. Just elevated it enough on Ryan Rayburn and got the foul out, did Cole Hamels. So Nick Hundley will try and come up with a 2-out hit. Nick flied out to fairly deep right field. Chu caught the ball stepping onto the track and right. Check on Parra. The pitch to Hundley is low, ball 1. In Jonathan Lucroy, the Rangers not only get a catcher who hits very well and a catcher who has a strong throwing arm, but he does a great job of framing pitches. 1-0 to Hundley is bounced towards third. It's a fair ball, and Parra is going to be called out for going around Adrian Beltre. He didn't leave the infield dirt, but the third base umpire, Carlos Torres, calls him out, and that will end the inning. But the Rockies have added to their advantage. Single by Rougned Odor in the second inning. He has walked 3, one of them intentionally. Elvis Andrus was the guy intentionally walked, and he takes strike 1 here. Of course, there's a lot of transplanted Texans in Colorado now, and so there's a fair amount of red shirts, those Texas Rangers red shirts, scattered amongst the crowd. Pretty good contingent on the third base side behind the Rangers dugout. Oh, 1 to Andrus is inside. This fifth inning brought to us in part by Premier Members Credit Union. It's banking without boundaries. By the Horn Funding Corporation, a local Colorado mortgage lender. Their website, hornfunding.com. And by Chevy, made for Colorado. See your Colorado Chevy dealer. One to Andrus. He checked his swing and did not check it down at first base. Mike Esterbrook said he went too far. 1-2, and Elvis is mad, whether he's mad at the pitchers, the umpires, or himself. Yeah, he went too far. Watching a replay from our Root Sports friends. 1-2 is bounced toward short. Adames charges, sets, throws, and gets him. Christian Adames handles that play without any problem. 1 out here in the Texas fifth. And Cole Hamels batting in the 8th spot tonight. Jeff Bannister saying, Hamels handles the bat pretty well, and then said I like the idea. And many times when it's done by managers to put a pitcher batting 8th, it's as much about almost creating a second leadoff hitter, if you will, and Delino DeShields Jr. hitting in the 9th spot tonight has been a leadoff hitter. First pitch, a strike to Hamels. The second one is a fly ball to left. Lots of time for Ryan Rayburn to get there and make the catch. Let's pause here. Station identification time on the KOA Rockies Radio Network. On a beautiful night here at the corner of 20th and Blake. Jack Corrigan, Jerry Schemmel, producer-engineer Jesse Thomas, Doug Niemeyer at Master Control. Glad you're with us. Rockies with a 2-0 lead over the Texas Rangers. Delino DeShields, the 9th hitter, struck out his first time up and takes a fastball at the knees for a strike here. And that fastball's high and away. It evens the count. Well, there's no question the Rangers love this guy's speed. It is electric. Not quite D. Gordon-like, but pretty darn close. Problem is his ability to make consistent contact with the bat. After the first inning, or first at-bat strikeout, he's hitting only .214.
Some of the criticism of this guy, too, is he's a little unmotivated. The work ethic might be just a little bit better than it is.
And just 3 for his last 21. 0-2 pitch to him. Swing and a miss. He threw the fastball by him. Strikeout number 4 for Tyler Anderson. Middle of the fifth, the Rockies have a 2-0 lead on Applejack.com. Christian Adames, a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. His first time up, shows bunt, backs away from the pitch, ball one. Bit of an update, if you will, from the Rockies in regards to Carlos Gonzalez. It's not a re-injury the training staff wants to emphasize as Adames fouls it up the third base side. Rather, it's just, hey, if you've had a sprained ankle, you know sometimes it just gets a little inflammation. It flares up a little, gets to be a little swollen, makes it a little tougher to move like you'd want to. And the Rockies just said, hey, we're not going to take any chances. And they pulled Carlos in the bottom of the second inning. Swing and a foul by Adames at the plate, and Christian's down, a ball and 2 strikes. Probably one of those things, if this was the last week of September and the Rockies were fighting for a playoff spot, Cargo would probably grit his way through it. Pitch high and away, but this is game 112. There's 50 more games. If Carlos Gonzalez has to miss a couple here to get that ankle right, I think that's the correct decision. 2-2 in the dirt and ball 3, and we've seen this from Hamels quite a bit tonight. He has not walked anybody yet in this game, but he's gone from ahead in the count to full counts quite a bit. He's thrown 71 pitches, facing his first man here in the 5th inning. Here comes the 3-2, and it's strike 3 call. Christian Adames starting to head towards first base, and Hamels got the backdoor borderline call to pick up his 5th strikeout.
There's one for Adames that was on the border, might have been called a ball, but that's one maybe you try to work on fouling off if you can, and then just keep that at bat going.
Yeah, especially if you got the pitcher on deck, you know, try and figure out a way to get on base, just like they did last time. Then you, whether it's a bunt or a stolen base like you got, then you get yourself into scoring position. Tyler, who struck out his first time up. Anderson looks at strike 1 here. Hamels' fastball cut on and missed. It's 0-2. And that's the most velocity we've seen from the veteran tonight at 94. Oh-2. Bounce towards second. Rognet Odor will sling it over. I was trying to say zip it or sling it, and I got zling it. How about that? I'm making a new word. He was a zlinger. Yeah. All right. I don't know if it'll catch, though.
I think it will catch on with me. I know that because I might use it. I like new words.
In any event, it was a put-out 4-3 for the second out. You get to game 112, and you occasionally want to try and find a different way to describe things, so we venture into the world of new words. Charlie Blackmon, RBI single last time up. Jesse Thomas says, as long as they're not scatological, we're okay. Next pitch to Charlie. He also misses inside, 2-0. Hit a ball pretty hard, but Hamels grabbed it on a comebacker to lead off the game. Then the RBI single to right center fouls that fastball to the screen. It's 2-1. Rangers have a 7-game lead on Seattle, who is hosting Detroit, and a 7.5 game advantage on Houston. The rest of the AL West, LA and Oakland, are well under 500. Blackmon swings and misses at an off-speed pitch. It's 2-2. Rockies with the run in the 4th on the Blackmon single, a run in the 3rd on the Blackmon single, and then a run in the 4th on Nolan Arenado's 30th homer this year and number 100 in his career. 2-2. Broken bat, sounded like. Yep. And the foul ball will keep the count at 2-2. They've gone to extra innings in Milwaukee. The Braves and the Brewers tied at 3. And I should correct myself, those 2 runs that Miami scored off of the Giants bullpen were charged to Will Smith, the former Brewer, and not Jake Peavy. 7-6 Miami in the 8th. Blackmon fights off a pitch up and in, and the count holds at 2-2. Might be a pitcher's park down there in Miami, but there are 22 hits combined between the Giants and Marlins. Another 2-2 to Blackmon, bounced up the middle. Odor backhand pickups, quick throw, but he pulls Profar off the bag, and Blackmon's aboard. Odor knew his only chance was to throw the ball almost as soon as he caught it. His angle was off, and Charlie is on base.
Yeah, exactly right. He knew he had to fling it. He had to sling it. He knew he had to sling it from second base. And no, he knew that was his only chance. All in one motion. And a lot of times you'll see second baseman just one-hop that over to first just to cut down on the throw a little bit. But that one was offline, so it wasn't going to make much difference with Charlie's speed.
And you've got a relatively inexperienced first baseman that didn't help out Odor in that regard with Profar, who's been mostly a shortstop or a second baseman in his career. But playing first base with the left-handed pitcher Anderson going tonight. That hit for Blackmon, number 6 for the Rockies off Hamels. DJ LeMahieu will try and keep things going, and he'll take strike 1 on a fastball. DJ has grounded to third and struck out. He's had hits in the last 3 games of this homestand. 10 for 23. Pitch to him, swing and a miss on a changeup. Boy, good action. Both pitches coming out of his hand looked exactly the same, and there was 9 miles of difference in speed.
That's part of that great success with that changeup over the years, is that arm speed, that same arm slot. Looks like you're going to get a fastball, and you do not get it.
Pitch to DJ. A fastball is high and away. 1-2. Charlie dancing around over there trying to disrupt Hamels. He's staring over at Blackmon, and he'll throw to first. He's at 85 pitches. He has thrown as many as 123 in a ball game. Did that against the Royals 2 starts ago. Pitch to LeMahieu is a tapper, and Hamels grabs it. He'll throw to first, and the Rockies are done in the 5th. But they still hold the lead 2-0 after 5 on the KOA Rockies radio network.
The native of Las Vegas on the pitch. He's inside in ball 1. Las Vegas, where he grew up, and then University of Oregon for Tyler Anderson. First round pick by the Rockies, 2010. 1-0 is low and outside, so 2 balls and no strikes. Tyler, 6'4", 200 pounds. Here comes his 2-0 pitch. And that one is in there. Caught the inside corner for a strike. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. So into the 6th inning here for Tyler Anderson. 6+ innings he has pitched each of his last 7 starts. Last time he was out 7 innings. 2-1 missed inside, and it's 3-1. She has already walked once, and now 3-1 here.
And all 4 pitches in this at bat have been on the inside part of the plate. Chu has been very patient.
Anderson trying not to lose this hitter. Here's the pitch. He's going to take that for a strike. He just dropped his hands down and was not going to offer it that. Full count.
There's a changeup about mid-thigh on the outer half of the plate. If you were looking for it, you could have done something with that pitch.
Now a payoff pitch. Bouncing ball to the left side. Arenado with the bare hand fires to first, and it is out at first base on one hop, and a great scoop by Mark Reynolds. Oh, what a play at both ends. Arenado had to bare hand that ball. We'll see if the Rangers might challenge, but what a play.
Yeah, that ball, Nolan wanted to charge, and its spin forced him to back up. So he barehanded it and then fired it to Reynolds on the stretch and got the out. What a wonderful play by two guys who have done a great job on the corners all year.
Rarely do you see a guy barehand a ball out there in that shortstop area. Ian Desmond is next. No challenge by the Rangers, and the pitch to him is in there for a strike. Anderson's got him twice. A grounder back to the pitcher and a fielder's choice. And he's a dangerous hitter. Always seems to hit well against the Rockies as well. And the pitch by Tyler Anderson, the 0-1. It's a two-hopper to second base. There's DJ LeMahieu over to first base, and there's out number 2.
And there is 10 ground ball outs.
Sixth inning is brought to you by Mike Shaw Subaru. Mike Shaw Subaru, always our lowest price, guaranteed.
You know, watching a replay of Nolan again, and folks have heard me talk about it before because to me that's the measuring stick. That was an Omar Vizquel barehand play. The 11-time Gold Glover in that kind of area would know that's the only way to make a play, and Nolan knew it too and made it.
There's Jonathan Lucroy. The first pitch to him is low and outside. It's ball 1. Yeah, there's going to be too many shortstops other than Omar Vizquel make a barehand play like that. That was pretty nifty. 1-0 pitch to Lucroy. And that's a strike call. Lucroy with the long fly ball out in the first inning to center, and then he popped out in foul ground to Reynolds in front of the Rockies dugout the next time up. Getting his 6th start as the catcher for the Rangers since the trade. That pitch right there again for a strike. Cut fastball upper into the strike zone, but a strike. And it's 1-2 on Lucroy. For the Brewers in 95 games, he was outstanding. .299 at 13 homers, 50 RBIs. One of the great catchers in the game. 1-2 pitch to Lucroy. Fouled it away down the right field side. It's out of play. Well, the Rockies baseball live with the MLB.com at-bat app. Step to the moment, any moment with game day, live game video highlights, StatCast, news, and more. Download MLB.com at-bat, the #1 app for live baseball on your phone or your tablet. Still 1-2 to Lucroy. Here comes the next pitch from Anderson. High and outside. And they count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lucroy, the whole package. Great defensive catcher, great arm, hits for power, knock-in runs, extra base hits. 2-2. Pulled that one foul right off the face of the dugout, third base side. Way out ahead of that cutter. Tyler Anderson coming off a year. He didn't pitch at all last year. Had a stress fracture in his left elbow, the pitching arm. And has come back, and even in spring training he wasn't ready, but in regular season he was activated, was terrific at both AA and AAA, and he's been outstanding at the major league level. The next pitch is a lazy fly ball to right. That is Parra out there calling for it. He's there. He makes the catch. Another 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Anderson. Middle of the 6th, 2-0 Rockies on the KOA Rockies Radio Network.
Taking a road trip.
Hamels set. Here's a windup in the pitch to Arenado, and it's low and in, and it's ball 1. It was in the dirt. Nolan now with 4 homers and 9 RBIs on this homestand. 9 RBIs in 9 games. Sorry, 7 games. Next pitch, bouncer out in front of the plate. That's going to roll foul. Grabbed in foul ground by Jonathan Lucroy. And for each home run the Rockies hit this year, the Berg Simpson Law Firm makes a generous donation to Craig Hospital. Berg Simpson, good lawyers, changing lives. Rockies come into this game 15-7 since the All-Star break. One of the best records in Major League Baseball in that stretch. They're a game under 500 for the moment. A game over 500 at home. And get the road trip looming with Texas and Philadelphia. Pitch to Nolan is inside. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Rockies PR telling us Nolan, the first guy with back-to-back 30 homer seasons in a Rockies uniform since Matt Holliday in 06 and 07.
Next pitch, swing and a miss on a breaking ball. He took a big rip at that one, was off balance, and found himself running toward the Rockies dugout trying not to fall down. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's trying to hit his 4th home run in 2 games.
Since the start of last season, 72 home runs for Nolan Arenado.
2-2 pitch, and that is hit off his front foot. That's a foul ball, landing in front of the home plate area. And the count will hold at 2-2. Nolan digs back in. Cole Hamels is ready. He's got his sign from Jonathan Lucroy. Line up, and here comes his pitch to Arenado. And a ground ball hit right to the second baseman, Odor. Tough hop. He knocks it down, picks it back up, and throws in time to get the out at first. A tricky hop. That ball came up to his chest, but he was there to knock it down. 1 down in this 6th inning for the Rockies. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification on the KOA Rockies Radio Network. Running master control tonight, Doug Niemeyer. Producer engineer in the booth here is Jesse Thomas. Jerry Schummel with Jack Corrigan. In the 6th inning, Rockies leading 2-0. 1 down, and Gerardo Parra at the plate. Cole Hamels fires to him, looking to bunt, pulled the bat back, took it in the dirt for ball 1. 2 runs on 6 hits for the Rockies, no runs, 1 hit tonight for Texas. Parra tonight was 1 for 2. After the home run by Arenado, he singled in that 4th inning. And as far as second base, the Rockies couldn't get him in. 1-0 pitch is high and outside. 2-0 to Gerardo Parra. One of the things since the All-Star break you can certainly look at with the Rockies with a 15-7 record is the pitching. Before the All-Star break, as a team, 5.08. Since, 3.43. Swing and a miss there by Parra on a cutter. Two balls and 1 strike. Venezuelan takes a deep breath and is ready. Open stance on that left side. Here's a 2-1 pitch by Hamels. Slow, 3 balls and 1 strike. On that rehab assignment for Parra, he went 5 for 26, 3 RBIs, 1 walk in 7 games. Played at both AA Hartford and AAA Albuquerque, kind of split the time. Now a 3-1 pitch to Parra. And this one's hit to center. That's pretty well struck. Desmond going back onto the track, and he'll make the catch right near the wall. That ball hit almost 400 feet by Parra, but it's out number 2. Mark Reynolds trying to get something going with 2 outs.
There was a case there where if Desmond was at the depth of a lot of center fielders, it would have been a more difficult play, but because he plays so deep, he could get back to that ball comfortably.
Mark Reynolds looking for his first hit. He has struck out and grounded to third tonight. Swinging a hot bat in the homestand. The pitch is in there for a strike. He went around. He couldn't hold his swing on appeal. The first base umpire said he went around. That's Mike Estabrook at first. And Mark didn't think so. One strike. The pitch, number 99 on the way, and that one is in the dirt. Did he go around that time? He did not. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the next pitch will be number 100 for Cole Hamels. Stirring, it appears, now in the Texas bullpen. One ball, 1 strike with Reynolds, and Cole Hamels delivers to Mark. In there, it's a strike on the outside edge, upper end of the strike zone as well. That one borderline at best, but a 1-2 count on Reynolds. The pitch by Hamels. High and tight that time to Reynolds. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball at 93. Rockies tomorrow afternoon, Tyler Chatwood against A.J. Griffin. And then on Wednesday, Jorge De La Rosa, Martin Perez. Pitch to Reynolds is in the dirt. Then on Thursday, that afternoon game in Texas, Chad Bettis and Lucas Harrell.
Don't worry, it won't be bad that day. I'm saying it's only going to be 102 in Arlington.
Is that right?
Yep.
You're saying you don't need to bring a jacket?
You're probably good.
Okay. I was going to sling a jacket into my suitcase, but
you sling it. It's, you never know what you can do when you're slinging.
Full count on Mark Reynolds. He gets
People
time
are
and
just
steps
tuning in and going, what is wrong with those two guys?
Well, I'm laughing too. I'm trying to put myself with the listener's shoes. Like, what? Payoff pitch to Reynolds. Swinging a foul at the plate. And Mark continues to battle Cole Hamels. That's pitch number 103. Outfield is pretty much straight away for Mark Reynolds. That's where we see a lot of teams in the outfield. Sometimes a shift for Reynolds on the infield, but not here with the Rangers. And again, they're deep, and the Rangers, all 3 of these outfielders like to play deep anyway. Going 3-2 with a lot of hitters. Another 3-2 pitch to Reynolds from Hamels. And he fouled it away. Went off to the right side, tried to get on top of that fastball. That's still 3-2, now 104 pitches. Hamels married to Heidi Strobel, a former Survivor Amazon contestant. Got a couple of kids at home. Ready, and another 3-2. And he popped him up. Foul ground left side. This might be playable for Lucroy, and he's going to run out of room. The ball lands in the Texas dugout on the third base side. Came back a little bit, but not enough for Lucroy to make the grab, leaning over that rail. And he'll try it again. It's a heck of a battle.
Yeah, you're all but ensuring that even if Hamels gets Reynolds, he might work 1 more inning tops.
Another 3-2. He fouled that one away. Cole Hamels has not walked anybody. He's determined not to walk Reynolds here. Reynolds determined to do something still with the at-bat. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-0 Rockies in the 6th. And time again given to Reynolds at the plate. Hamels is staring in for sign. Now looks like both pitcher and hitter are ready. Another 3-2 pitch to Mark Reynolds. Ball 4. He took it low and draws the first walk of the game for the Rockies. Nice at bat for Mark Reynolds with 2 outs.
10 pitch at bat by Reynolds to draw the free pass.
And it will give
them to Hamels a little bit more.
Yep. And give Rayburn a chance to hit, who doubled off of Hamels back in the 2nd. So 107 pitches from Cole Hamels in the game, and Ryan Rayburn is 1 for 2. He doubled. He also popped out to the first baseman. Reynolds taking his lead away from first base. Decent sized lead, not anything extravagant. And stepping off the rubber is Hamels. Back to first base, Reynolds. 107 pitches, 70 for strikes tonight for Cole Hamels. There goes Reynolds. The pitch is on the way high and outside. Throw to second base, and safe at second is Mark Reynolds. You know, we talked about it. The Rockies feel that they can run on this guy, and Mark Reynolds with his first stolen base this year.
Yeah, the Rangers people told us that Hamels not very good at controlling the running game, and they were hopeful with the addition of Lucroy, who's very good in that regard, would help. But the Rockies have stolen a pair tonight. And really, Charlie Blackmon almost picked off. I mean, it was borderline whether he was out.
So that puts a man in scoring position. The call was a strike to Rayburn, so 0-1. Well, base hit will be huge for the Rockies here. Here's a pitch to Rayburn. And a swing and a miss. He tried to time up that changeup and swung right through it. It's 0-2. It was almost like Rayburn was looking for it and still couldn't hit it. Probably said that about a lot of hitters over the years against Cole Hamels. Reynolds away from second base. Hamels leaning forward to get his sign, nodding yes to the one he likes. And the 0-2 pitch to Rayburn is fouled away. A fastball that time up a little bit, and he fouled it back. 0-2 still. Rayburn with that double back in the second inning, first career hit against Cole Hamels. He only has 3 at-bats. And now Rayburn on the homestand is 3 for 5 at the plate. Next 0-2 pitch is high. With a curveball that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rayburn. Fans, you can come and meet the Bachelor Ben Higgins. Ben will be at an exclusive Diamond Night event at Coors Field August 15th prior to the game against the Nationals. Event tickets are very limited. Go to Rockies.com/diamond today. Here's a pitch. And a foul ball off the catcher's, I think, shin guard that time from Ryan Rayburn. Those guys, it doesn't shorten up with his swing when he's got 2 strikes. Ryan Rayburn, big swing there.
And now 112 pitches. So really reaching the point of being unlikely that Hamels will even come out for the 7th inning.
Reynolds battled Hamels. Rayburn's doing that as well. 1-2 is fouled away. Another foul ball off to the right this time and out of play. And Hamels just keeps on trucking. 113 pitches, still good velocity. 94 miles an hour on a fastball in this at bat. Jack said he's used to pitching well over 100 pitches in a game. Another 1-2. That's in the dirt. Rayburn held up on that one, and the count is 2-2.
As I mentioned, 123 2 starts ago. He's had 112 in a game, 111 in a game, and a couple of 110s. So this is second highest pitch total of the season in a game.
He'll try it again with Rayburn. The next pitch, swing and a miss. He got him that time with a changeup. Rockies threatened with 2 outs, unable to score, so ahead of the 7th inning with a 2-0 Odor and then Jerickson Profar.
Boone Logan and Scott Oberg up in the Rockies bullpen.
Pitch to Beltre, swinging a long one, deep left center field. Charlie Blackmon looking up, this one gone. First pitch in the 7th inning, Adrian Beltre, a no-doubter to deep left center field. Texas on the board, 2-1 Rockies.
17th homer for Beltre this year, 430 in his outstanding career.
That's just the 2nd hit in the game for the Rangers. It was well struck. The other one was a single by Odor way back in the 2nd inning. Here's Odor now. He's 0 for 1 officially. Left on left now for Tyler Anderson. And here's his pitch to Odor. And it is popped up behind second base. Adames going out. Blackman coming in. Charlie's going to call off his shortstop and make the grab. 2 pitches in the inning, a home run and a pop out. And we got one down for Jurickson Profar.
Almost as if the Rangers now are saying attack early before he has a chance to change speeds on us.
Profar is 0 for 2. He's hit into a double play and struck out. Last time he was up there, the double play went 1-6-3. Here's the pitch. And a little bit low, ball 1. The Rangers' offense is really interesting. They are 6th in the American League in runs scored. This is a team with the best record in the American League, but 6th in runs scored. And how about the 12th highest team ERA in the American League? How does that add up? Well, I think one thing you do is you look at one-run games. This team 24-8 in one-run games this year. 2 balls and no strikes now to Profar. And ready is Anderson with the next pitch, the 2-0. That swung on and missed by Profar. Swung right through that cut fastball. 2-1. Anderson's pitch count 89, so not a real big deal here in the 7th inning.
And plus 4 of those were the intentional walk.
Here comes a 2-1. Swung on and fouled, and now the count is 2-2. PDC Energy powers Rockies Radio, proudly supports protecting Colorado's environment, economy, and energy independence, ensuring Colorado a leader in environmentally responsible energy production.
And homer by Beltre, just the 6th allowed by Tyler in 67 innings.
Here's his 2-2 to Profar. And he fouled it away. Came with a fastball 94. Boy, still plenty of velocity from Tyler Anderson. 94-mile-an-hour pitch on the outside. Tried to sneak it past Profar, but he fouled it away. 2-1 game. Top of the 7th inning. 1 down. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. He threw a cut fastball, and it dropped in there beautifully to Profar. He has struck out twice tonight against Anderson.
And that's another $50 contribution from a wonderful Colorado company, Newmont Mining, to Project Cure, bringing health and hope to the world.
Oh, what a great pitch. Just caught the outside corner. A little cut at the end to catch the strike zone. Elvis Andrus is 0 for 1 with the walk. He was a guy intentionally walked back in the 2nd. Anderson's pitch is outside, ball 1. This is a lot like what we've seen this year with Tyler Anderson. Gave up a home run, came right back and got 2 outs. Now looking to get that 3rd and minimize the damage. Here's his 1-0, and that is pulled foul on the ground. They count 1 ball and 1 strike on Andrus. Andrus is from Venezuela. He is a real soccer guy. He was a youth soccer star until he was signed by the Texas Rangers. He was going to play professional soccer if he did not play baseball, he tells many. 1-1 pitch is hit on the ground at 3rd. Funny hop for Arenado, but he's got it. Throw to 1st in time for the outs. And Tyler Anderson does that. He comes back after a home run and gets the next 3 hitters. 7th inning stretch here at Coors Field, brought to you by Centura Health, Heart, and Vascular.
Lefty Alex Claudio will come on. 2-1 on the year with a 3.04 earned run average in 20 appearances. He has not worked in 9 days. He has been up and down a couple of times between AAA Round Rock and the Rangers.
He's going to get Nick Hundley first, bottom of the order here, 7, 8, and 9. So you got Hundley, Adames, the pitcher spot after that. Sidearm slinger, and he throws strike 1 into Nick Hundley. Hundley's hit a fly ball deep to right, and then he was up on a fielder's choice when Parra was called out of the baseline running from 2nd to 3rd. Working from the stretch, Claudio's pitch inside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
This guy I was going to say not quite as unique as Javi Lopez. Same kind of lefty, though. Doesn't throw real hard, but weird angles.
Swing and a miss with Hundley there on a pitch at 68 miles an hour on a changeup.
Yeah, he'll throw top out at like 85, 86, but then be in the mid-60s with his changeup.
Looks like he hides the ball very well as well. Tough to pick it out of his hand, even though it's not coming in real hard. 1-2 to Hundley, and that's low and outside. That was 66 miles per hour. He is from Puerto Rico, 6'3" and 180. 18 appearances a year ago for Texas, went 1-1 and a 2.87 earned run average. It'll give you a different look for sure from that mound. 2-2 pitch to Hundley. Swing and a miss. He was out in front of a 67-mile-an-hour pitch. Going down, it's a strikeout of Nick Hundley, and here comes Christian Adames.
Really hard as a hitter to be able to wait that long. It disrupts timing very effectively.
And Jack, you almost have to approach it like a knuckleballer.
Yep.
It's like wait as long. Try to hit the ball the other way if you can. Make yourself wait. Here's Adames, who is 1 for 2 tonight. And that pitch right there, it's a strike. And that's where he'll work. He'll go mid-80s with a fastball there, 86 miles an hour. Adames scored the first run for the Rockies. Singled, stole a base. Was knocked in by Charlie Blackmon in the third inning. Pitch is a ground ball hit to third. Beltre with a top hop and a backhand. He handles over to first for the outs. Throwing off that gold glove at third base. 2 outs, and Tyler Anderson is going to come up and hit for the Rockies with 2 outs and nobody on.
Hey, a little short-handed on the bench with David Dahl into the game now, and Cargo had to leave the game. You only have Daniel Descalso and Tony Walters left.
Left on left, Anderson and Claudio. Here's a pitch, and it's there, strike one with that fastball for him at 85. Anderson has struck out and grounded out against Cole Hamels tonight. Herky-jerky delivery, the pitch, swing and a miss with a curveball at 75. 85, 86 with a fastball, curveball 75, and a changeup low 60s. 0-2 pitch to Anderson. Swing and a miss. He got him with that same curveball. And Claudio comes in. Quick work of the Rockies made in the 7th inning. A 1-2-3 with 2 strikes.
Jeff Bannister to switch his pinch hitters, and now he'll go with the left-handed hitting Mitch Moreland. You have that luxury when you're the home team, and Walt makes them use 2 pinch hitters for the same at bat. And the first pitch by Adam misses with a fastball a little bit inside. Moreland, their primary first baseman, left-handed batter, 248 hitter, does have 18 homers and 46 runs batted in. 1-0 pitch to him is off the outside corner, as that slider didn't get to the zone. 2-0. We still have Nomar Mazara, a left-handed batter. Robinson Chirinos, their backup catcher, and then a switch hitter, Carlos Beltran. Swing and a miss. Challenged him with the fastball at 94 and got it by Moreland. Moreland taking a moment to get a better toe hold. Now everybody's set. 2-1 pitch. He couldn't hold up on the fastball. I think he was expecting slider and got crossed up. A swing and a miss makes it 2-2. The pitch. Hit towards center. Blackmon coming on. Dives and makes a catch. Charlie Blackmon takes a hit away from the pinch hitter, Mitch Moreland.
Charlie's just such a solid all-around defensive outfielder, and I think he's gotten better as the time has gone on as a major leaguer coming in on a baseball like that. I think he's very comfortable coming in on a ball. There it was slicing a little bit. He had no problem whatsoever with it. Had to go down and slide to get it, but a terrific catch.
And it looks like Jeff Bannister, at least for the bottom part of the order, he's going to take his shots now. Carlos Beltran, the switch-hitting star, acquired by the Rangers from the Yankees, takes strike one from Ottavino. Swings and misses at a high fastball. It's 0-2. Beltran hitting .305 this year. 23 homers, 67 RBIs. Wonderful career for this guy as well. Always been fun to watch him play. 0-2 pitch, high with a fastball. Let's pause here. Station identification on the KOA Rockies Radio Network. One out, 2-1 Rockies in the eighth. 1-2 pitch, pulled foul up the first base side. Beltran with Texas has batted 21 times. He's 7 for 21 with 3 doubles and a homer. Mm. 23 homers altogether on the year. Another 1-2 in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We saw when the Rockies played the Yankees, the legs aren't great. More of a DH now. Be interesting to see what they do. They could put Moreland at first base and move Profar to the outfield. That might be what they do. 2-2 pitch. Way inside. Nearly caught his back foot. Full count. Throwing more fastballs in this appearance is Adam Ottavino. That one at 95, but overthrown a little bit. Back to the top of the order after Beltran, who asks for time at the plate. Shift on, 3 to the right of the infield. Outfield shaded a little the opposite way. 3-2 pitch, outside, ball 4. And steered a slider and didn't get it the way he wanted. So Beltran draws a walk. Shin-Soo Choo will come to the plate. Tonight's game brought to us in part by Pipefitters Local Union 208. Quality workmanship from a trained and ready workforce. By McDonald Hyundai, Denver's #1 Hyundai dealer in customer satisfaction, McDonaldHyundaiDenver.com. And by PDC Energy, partnering with Coloradans for responsible energy development. Choo is 0 for 2 with a walk. And he'll take a first pitch strike from Adam Ottavino. The walk there by Otto, just his 3rd in 11 innings of pitching so far. Coming back from Tommy John surgery. The 0-1. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Beltran will just advance 90 feet. Choo gets the 3rd hit of the night for Texas, and now the tying runs in scoring position, although with Beltran not likely on a ball hit with any kind of pace at an outfielder to see him score from second.
There's nobody who can pinch run for him either at this point, so you got to live with him at second base, not at 100%.
Well, the Texas fans in the crowd having something to cheer about. Rockies had a 2-0 lead. Beltran hit a homer last inning. And now after a fine catch by Charlie Blackmon, a walk and a single for Ian Desmond, 0 for 3 tonight. And Ottavino misses inside, ball 1. Chevy Sports Desk scoreboard update brought to you by your Colorado Chevy dealers. They've got a lot of award-winning vehicles where you can get a great deal right now at the Chevy Summer Sell Down. Giants and Miami tied at 7. That game in extra innings now. They're going to the 11th in Florida. Tied at 7. Atlanta in extra innings beat Milwaukee 4-3. Pitch to Desmond in there for a strike. That was a much better executed slider that time by Adam, and he got it on the outside edge. They're in the 9th inning in St. Louis. The Reds lead the Cardinals 4-0. Here it's 2-1 Rockies. Pitch. Bouncing ball to Arenado at third. He'll go to second for one, on to first. Not in time. Just wasn't thrown or hit hard enough so that no matter how DJ made his throw, he was not going to get Desmond, and Beltran gets to third.
A very good pitch by Adam Ottavino. He had the first 3 in the inning left-handed hitters, but now he's got this series of right-handed hitters that he can take advantage of, starting with Desmond there. Now Lucroy, Beltre after that.
And the ball was hit that there was no chance for Nolan to make a play on Beltran going to third. So Lucroy trying to help his new team. He's done a lot of good work already for Texas. The Rockies have controlled him tonight. He's put the ball in the air 3 times. He's flied to deep center. He has fouled to first and flied to right field his last time up in the 6th inning. Ottavino's pitch to him is a slider in for a strike. That one had some super action. That was Frisbee-like from Adam Ottavino. Lucroy, very upright stance from the right side. Desmond runs, and it's a swing and a foul by Lucroy. Tried to hold his swing and couldn't. It hit his bat. Desmond had the base stolen, but now he has to come back to first, and Lucroy's down to his final strike. On the Chevy Sports Desk, the Dodgers have gotten homer number 20 from Corey Seager. They have a 6-0 lead on the Phillies in the 3rd inning. 0-2 pitch as Desmond runs again. Swing and a miss. Overpowered him with a fastball upstairs. Adam Ottavino adds another inning to his scoreless streak. It remains 2-1 Rockies here on the KOA Rockies Radio Network.
This is David Nestor, owner of Urban.
Was taken in the 12th round of the 2012 draft out of Everett Community College in Washington. Charlie Blackmon leans back from a fastball at 97. Ball 1. Charlie has 2 of the Rockies' 6 hits tonight and knocked in the Rockies' first run with a single back in the 3rd. 2-1 Rockies, last of the 8th. The pitch by Kella is fouled to the left. Great effort by Adam Ottavino in the 8th inning, and of course Tyler Anderson solid again. 7 innings, just 2 hits, 1 run earned, 3 walks, 1 intentional, 5 strikeouts. The run on a home run through 95 pitches. Down to pipe pitch count brought to us by Pipefitters Local Union 208. Pitch high to Charlie Blackmon, 2 balls and a strike. When Jeff Bannister, the Rangers manager, talked to the media before the game, he couldn't stop praising the Rocky at the plate right now, Charlie Blackmon. 2-1 to Charlie, inside ball 3. He said that's a complete player. And Charlie has shown that tonight with the RBI base hit. Took a hit away in the top of this 8th inning with a catch, racing in and making a dive to take a hit away from Mitch Moreland. Trying to get aboard here, leading off the bottom of the 8th. Kella's 3-1 pitch is outside, and Blackmon does just that, a leadoff walk.
Part of that complete player that Jeff Manners was talking about. Works pitchers, gets on base, can hit the long ball, plays great defense, and hitting over 300. Not a bad combination of attributes.
DJ LeMahieu went 0 for 3 against Cole Hamels. The way DJ has hit all year, especially here at home. 0 for 3 at home's a slump for the Rockies second baseman. You got a great third baseman. Even if you're going to bunt Blackmon, you still have to work hard to do something against Beltre. No sign of a bunt. DJ swings away at a fastball and fouls it to the seats behind home plate. He is grounded to third. It was a nice play by Beltran in the first inning. Struck out in the third and grounded out to the pitcher Hamels, who made a nice play in the fifth. Throw to first, Blackmon back. Charlie caught stealing. He was leaning and broke early, and Hamels threw to first. And on a close enough play that the Rockies thought about challenging it, Charlie was out at second base. Kella's 0-1 pitch, and it's a good bunt put down by LeMahieu. Kella's only played a first. Handled there by Moreland, who stayed in the game after pinch hitting. And that's a very good sacrifice, a man in scoring position for Nolan.
And this is what Walt Weiss does a lot. When there's a hard-throwing pitcher on the mound in the bunt situation, he'll let that hitter take the fastball maybe for the first pitch, and if he doesn't get what he likes, it doesn't come through or doesn't swing at it, he'll put the bunt on, and that's what he put on with LeMahieu. But give that hitter one shot, and then if he doesn't get it done, put the bunt on.
And now you get Nolan, who hit number 30, the 100th homer of his career. That was back in the fourth inning. And he'll look at ball one from Kella. Should also mention that Profar went from first base to left field. As I said, Moreland is the new first baseman. Throw out to second. Blackmon back with a dive. Second baseman Odor almost directly behind second base, so a short lead for Blackmon. Pitch to Nolan is low, 2-0. A breaking ball there, hoping to get Nolan to chase after it, but he didn't. 2 balls and no strikes. Just a well-pitched game on both sides tonight, reflected in the 2-1 score. 2-0 pitch, high, ball 3. Obviously, with first base open now, they're being careful with Arenado. And Nolan, to his credit, a couple of years ago as a younger player, he might have expanded his zone a little bit. But he's learned in these situations, lock into an area. If they don't want to throw it to you there, you don't have to swing. 3-0 is called a strike. Upper end of the strike zone, the very upper end of the strike zone. In the old days, that was the 3-0 courtesy call.
Yeah. Looked like a high pitch.
So you get a strike. Do you change your approach if you're Keone Kella? 3-1 is lined into center field for a base hit. Blackmon hits third. Heading for the plate. There will be no throw from Desmond. Nolan Arenado comes through with his second RBI hit 3-1 Colorado.
Nolan got the long ball earlier in that fourth inning. This time, he's just looking to make solid contact, I think. He's got a runner at second base who might be the fastest on the team. He's thinking, I just need a base hit here. We need another run. I'm not going to swing for the fence. I'm just going to make good contact. He did, maybe off the end of his bat a little bit, but enough to get to center field for the RBI.
89 RBIs for Arenado now. Charlie Blackmon cut third base hard, and no doubt that Stu Cole was going to send him. Desmond didn't even make a throw to the plate. Still only one out. Gerardo Parra came in when the tender ankle of Carlos Gonzalez flared up a little bit. Gerardo 1 for 3 on the night. Pulls it to the right side, foul. Last time up, he put Desmond up against the wall in straightaway center field.
You talk about Desmond not even making a throw there. That's the other risk you take by playing so deep. Is a base hit in front of you, it's going to be real hard to make a play at the plate.
Rockies lead back to 2 again as Carlos Estevez warms up in the Rockies bullpen. Pitch to Parra is hit towards shallow center field, but it carries a little farther, and Desmond's able to make the play for the out. Arenado remains at first, 2 down. And Mark Reynolds, who helped produce the exit for Cole Hamels with a 10-pitch walk in the 6th inning. Hamels gave up 2 of the 3 runs. 2 runs, 6 hits, a walk, and 6 strikeouts. He threw 115 pitches. Reynolds hits it to third. Beltre will go across the diamond, and that will end the inning. But the Rockies add to their total. We go to the 9th. 11 saves, and he has a chance here to get another one. And delivers a pitch over the plate, but low to Adrian Beltre. Beltre knocked in the Texas run with his 17th homer back in the 7th inning. He's 1 for 2 on the night. He'll foul a fastball away, and the count evens at 1-1. This 9th inning brought to us by Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, together we'll go far. One pitch hit up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Well, that takes Adrian Beltre to 2,879 hits now. He has half of the Texas hits. That's where that run in the top of the inning was really important. A little bit of a cushion. That was a breaking ball, and Beltre stayed on it back up the middle. Hit number 4 for Texas. Now it's Odor, Rougned Odor, a single and 3 tries left on left against the starter Anderson, and the first pitch is a breaking ball low. Yeah, this will be important for Carlos, trying to get that swagger back. That's the life of a closer. The 1-0 is bounced to the right side. Diving stop by Reynolds. He goes to second, and they get the out. What a play by Mark Reynolds. DJ might have been able to take it behind him, but Reynolds, sprawling to his right, gloved it through to Adames at second to get the force on Beltre. That was a terrific play by Mark Reynolds. 1 out, and you keep a runner out of scoring position. New baseball for Estevez as he gets Jurickson Profar. Profar struck out twice and hit into a double play against Tyler Anderson. Arenado at the cut of the grass at third. Adames and LeMahieu shaded up the middle at double play depth. And the first pitch to Profar, a fastball, is too tall. Rockies trying to bounce back against the Rangers with the best record in the American League. The 1-0 to Profar. He holds up, and it's inside 2-0. Profar taking a moment. Now back in there, taps the bat on home plate once and gets into position. The 2-1 is way outside, ball 3. Rockies do have Boone Logan staying ready just in case. You've got a left-handed batter, Moreland, in the hole. 3-0 is inside, ball 4. And that puts the tying runs on with 1 out and sends Nick Hundley to the mound. Much of the year, Estevez, especially in the closer's role, has gotten better and better at his command. He issued a lot of walks early in the season. And Steve Foster, the pitching coach, going out to talk to him. There's no question. You can see the emotion going a little bit now for this young man. And Rockies are trying to keep him loose. And with Elvis Andrus, you have a guy who could think about bunting here. He was intentionally walked. Last 2 times up, he's hit ground balls to the left side. 1 to Adames and 1 to Arenado at short and third. Runners go. Bunt, throw to third is not in time. And now the tying runs are in scoring position. Andrews did not bunt or make an attempt to bunt, and so it's a 1-ball count. And both men, this is how the Rangers play. They are ultra aggressive. And there's a strike to Andrus on a changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now the fans for each side, the Rangers fans and the Rockies fans chanting for their team. 1-1 pitch is high, ball 2. In that blown save with Miami, 2 walks allowed in that 9th inning. And a bouncing ball up the middle into center field for a base hit. And the Rangers have tied the game. Elvis Andrus with a 2-run single. And the game is tied at 3. And another misfire for Carlos Estevez after being so solid. And this is a Texas team very good at doing this. And that means no chance for a win tonight for Tyler Anderson. And Walt Weiss is going to go to the bullpen and bring in Boone Logan. Rangers have the best 1-run winning record in baseball at 24-8. They've tied it here in the 9th. New pitcher for the Rockies after this on the KOA Rockies Radio Network.
Tom, every jeweler claims their engagement rings are unique.
Right.
Why should I believe that yours really are unique?
Many jewelers do play fast and loose with their claim.
It's going to be a couple of left-handed batters with Mitch Moreland, who pinch hit last inning and stayed in the game, and then Nomar Mazara, another lefty on deck to pinch hit for the pitcher. And Logan delivers a first pitch strike. Andrus runs well, 14 steals, so Boone needs to be aware of that. Moreland hit a line drive off Adam Ottavino, and racing in was Charlie Blackmon, and he grabbed it as he tumbled to the ground. 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Great stop by Nick Hundley. That could have been costly. Let's pause here. Station identification on the KOA Rockies radio network. And Boone Logan might have hurt himself. Wow. Keith Duggar out there with Walt Weiss and Steve Foster. And Boone's going to stay in there. Reacted after missing badly on that pitch to Moreland, and I don't know if it was, he might have twisted an ankle slightly. We'll toss over to first. Give that foot just a little bit more time to feel better again. Kind of catch your spikes a little bit and feel that little twist. The 1-1 is pulled down the right field line. That's a fair ball. And with Andrews' speed, he will score. Moreland heading for 3, and he is out at third base. But an RBI double by Mitch Moreland, and the Rangers have taken the lead 4-3 here in the ninth.
Just a great piece of hitting. I mean, that's what you want, left on left. If you're the Rockies and Boone Logan, he just was able to find a pitch on the inside and pull it down that right field line.
Threw him a breaking ball, and it backed up.
It sure did. And it was up as well.
Yeah, so it was really, watching the replay, not a good pitch, but a good piece of hitting, because you still got to be able to hit it. And then Moreland thrown out as DJ LeMahieu took the throw from Parra and got it over to Nolan to get the out. Here's Mazzara now. Pinch hitting for Kella, and he pulls it foul. He's a left-handed batter as well. Rockies will have Dahl, Hundley, and Adames as the scheduled hitters in the bottom of the ninth. Mazzara looks at a pitch inside, and it's 2-1. We talked about it. They're the best team in baseball in terms of close ball games. 24-8 in one-run games. Swinging and a miss on the slider by Mazzara. 2-2.
Interesting. Jake Diekman, left-hander, throwing in the Texas bullpen. Scott Oberg is up for the Rockies.
You got Dahl as the first hitter. The runs are all charged to Estevez. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He got him, but the damage done. A 3-run top of the ninth for Texas. Rockies trail 4-3 as we go to the bottom of the ninth on the KOA Rockies radio network.
The fastest pitch.
Out of Wymore, Nebraska, and Cloud County Community College in Kansas. David Dahl, who came on defensively, a left-handed batter, will face Diekman, who struck out the side in his last appearance. And the first pitch to Dahl, he had a good swing and fouled it to the left. So tough situation for David, trying to keep his hitting streak going with potentially only one at bat. Pitch is lined up the middle and into center field for a base hit. He just keeps on going. 14 games. He's had a hit in all of them. Tying run on in the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, he's really been impressive. Such a cool character at the plate. He swung at the first pitch. Like Jack said, he was right on that pitch and then put one right back up the middle of the next pitch. Went down and got it. At the end of his bat a little bit, but right back up the middle represents that tying run.
Nick Hundley now. Sam Dyson, the closer, we were told would probably not be available because he worked 2 innings yesterday. Diekman's pitch. Hundley tries to bunt and fouls it up the right side. 31,768 the attendance tonight. You can be a part of that number for half the price and sit in the Wells Fargo club level. Log on to wellsfargo.com/Rockies for more details. Toss to first to get Dahl back. David's been good on the bases, has not attempted a steal yet. And not knowing anything about Diekman, I'm sure he's going to be somewhat cautious here. Hundley again showing bunt. And the pitch is in the dirt. Boy, what a stop by Lucroy. 1 ball and 1 strike. By law, we must tell you this is a copyrighted broadcast presented by the authority of the Colorado Rockies. It may not be reproduced in any form without the express written consent of the Rockies. Speaking of legal, the Berg Simpson Law Firm's on your side. Berg Simpson, good lawyers, changing lives. Hundley shows bunt. They'll toss over to first. Beltre really pushing the issue from third. He's come down 25, 30 feet crawling towards the plate. Pitch is called a strike. Nick didn't like it. He pulled the bat back. And it was a good call by Paul Hamels. So Paul made the right strike call. Maybe Nick was mad that he didn't make an attempt at it. So what does the strategy appear to be here? And Diekman steps off. I mean, they are convinced Dahl's going to run. Diekman eyeing Dahl at first. The pitch to Hundley is fouled at the plate. That caught a piece of the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Rangers with 3 runs on 3 hits and a walk and a couple of stolen bases in the top of the 9th inning to take a 4-3 lead. Rockies trying to answer back. Pitch to Hundley is strike 3 called, and he knew it. Not what the Rockies needed there. Diekman continuing that run of getting punch-outs, especially with lefties. It's a funky arm angle, and it comes with a lot of giddy-up. .44 strikeouts on the year for Diekman, now in 31 in the 3rd innings. Christian Adames, switch hitter, batting right-handed, a single and a run scored in 3 tries tonight. Pitch to Christian is hit up the middle. This could be 2. To second for 1, on to first, and the Rangers score 3 in the 9th and beat the Rockies 4-3. More in a moment on the KOA Rockies Radio Network.